So we'll talk a little bit about the Toronto matchup against Montreal. Obviously, for those of you who are watching this on YouTube who are Leafs fans, this is a Montreal Canadiens podcast, so we apologize if we're biased, but we don't really care. You guys are biased as well. So what do you guys think about this matchup? What's going to happen? I want to get maybe just the final win or loss for the Montreal Canadiens, Alex, and then after that, Justin.
It's going to be a loss.
Really?
Oh, no.
Interesting.
Here we go.
This guy.
I don't have a particular reason. I just thought I'm always very negative about the Canadian season, so it's going to be a loss.
Okay, Justin.
For me, it's going to be a win for sure, 100%. There's no doubt in my mind at all.
I like it.
Because I have blind optimism when it comes to the Montreal Canadiens, and I think it's going to be a really intense, good, fast game. I think it's going to be full of everything. It's going to be kind of similar, I think, to 2 years ago, where we saw Montreal and Toronto play each other when Jesperi Kotkaniemi was playing his first NHL game, and it ended in in overtime.
Overtime, yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, I think it's going to be as intense as that. And if both teams come out flying, ready to play, it's going to be great. It's going to be a great game no matter what. And I think the Habs are going to win it.
I have to be with you, Justin. Obviously, Alex is here to bring us back to earth, and he's probably going to be right. And obviously, when we talk about Toronto, you know, the Montreal Canadiens got better. They got their depth and all of that. But Auston Matthews, Mitch Marner, John Tavares, like those three guys can change the game. And there is a potential for a loss here for sure. But I honestly think that it's going to be a blowout win for the Montreal Canadiens. Honestly, I think that they're just going to come out and fuck them up. I really think so.
You think a blowout win?
Yeah. Like
Okay.
I think it's going to be 4-1, 5-1 type of thing. I think Carey Price is going to be on the ball.
That's enough performance for sure.
Well, exactly. Josh Anderson's going to score 3 of his 26 goals. You know what I mean? Like, no. More seriously, I this is my prediction, my optimistic prediction. Of course, it all remains to be seen. But more seriously, the matchup of this team, we've had this debate on the podcast, and we're going to get a first taste of star power versus depth. And that's the storyline that I see against the Toronto Maple Leafs is that, you know, will the star power always win over just the depth of that's the only key piece that, you know, that we're missing is that star power right now for the Montreal Canadiens. It could develop in certain players for sure, but we're not at that stage, and these guys have a multitude of those guys. So that's the storyline heading into this fucking thing, and we'll see what happens for the first thing. One thing's for sure is that even if it's a blowout loss on my side for this game, is that we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose against the Toronto Maple Leafs this year for sure. And I'm really excited. You know, we joke a lot about Toronto and the rivalry that we have, but I'm truly excited as a viewer to see two, I think, quality teams play against each other. Two different teams, but quality teams play against each other.
Just a final little thing about the Maple Leafs. I was looking at their lines, and apparently they have Joe Thornton playing with Auston Matthews and Mitch Marner. What do you guys think about that?
It's
because I'm kind of scared because Joe Thornton and Mitch Marner are both like elite passers, and Auston Matthews and Mitch Marner can shoot the puck. And
yeah, but can Thornton even make it to the offensive zone in time?
I was about to say that.
It's true. Gonna interfere with someone with his fucking beard.
I don't know. I don't think you want Joe Thornton playing 20 minutes a night. I don't see how he's gonna stick on that line, but we'll see.
It's true.
I mean, the playmaking is Joe Thornton. You know, the thing about Joe Thornton is that he's getting older. Like we just saw a picture before of Joe Thornton. He looked like a guy that just like had a bender and like is just enjoying the game rather than being a player. Obviously, he's still killing it, and he's a legend in the hockey world. But that's just, you know, he's getting up there. So there's a reality there. And Alex, I totally agree. It could be that, you know, Auston Matthews and Mitch Marner are literally going to be waiting for Joe Thornton to get into the blue zone when they have the puck. So It's probably not going to be that way, but it's going to be a curious thing. It could work. The playmaking of Joe Thornton is always going to be there. The IQ is always going to be there. And when you have a finisher like Matthews and Marner as well, you know, I put him in that category. It could be very dangerous. We'll see how it plays out.
I mean, they could look at him as kind of like a neutral zone pass, like to get into the zone and get like spring one of these players, and it could be something like that. And then
or the tip-in guy.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, that's a good point though. It would kind of concern me him playing the most minutes on that line. They'll switch it up and put like another player on the line further down in the game or something.
Yeah,
or switch up the lines because they've been known to switch around a lot of people on that left wing position.
See, like a guy that I would have put for the Toronto Maple Leafs is Wayne Simmons. If you're going to put an older guy, and we were talking about the lines that we have for the Montreal Canadiens, is like, you know, you got the shooter, you got the passer. That's Auston Matthews and Marner. And if there's a guy that's going to be in front of the net and stuff like that, like I don't know to what extent Joe Thornton does that as much as Wayne Simmons. And I feel that would be the complementary piece that I would have put there. Remains to be seen. I could be completely wrong and they fucking dominate us on Wednesday.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. But I'm fucking excited. I just can't wait for this to go on.
Yeah, it's Toronto on Wednesday, and then we've got Edmonton. We'll leave that up for us to watch and for you guys back at home to watch. Guys, episode 2, we